Yeah. Bear with me. No. About to get started. Yeah, hit the like button. About to get started, good people. Oh shit, hold on.
Please tell me why.
Yeah. What did I just see? Nah. All right. So let me say this. Wait. There's a new. Wait, who died? All right, I'm getting distracted. There's a new documentary out. It's called Age of Disclosure. Available on Amazon Prime. It's $25 though. So I'm sure a lot of people won't want to pay that. I paid it. This is pretty much disclosure. Other than the president coming out saying it that, extraterrestrials exist, this documentary is a bunch of people in the government basically coming out saying that aliens are real, they're here, they've been interacting with us. So this is it. So if you think I'm full of shit on the alien thing, watch this documentary, Age of Disclosure, out now on Amazon Prime. It's $25. I think it's worth it. Anyway, let's get into some ridiculous nonsense. Hold on, whoa. Everybody hit the like button. So yeah, I'm looking for a $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor, king or queen of the stream. I'll also take super chat and super stickers. That's the dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Even though YouTube take 30% off the top and make me wait 30 days to get it, 70% of something is better than 100% of nothing, you dig? Hit the like. The more you like, the more people will come in. Shout out to my Rumbleites. Rumbleites, hit the like. Let's get it.
Why men are still doing this? please tell me why men are still doing this? Legitimately one of my biggest pet peeves. Let's just forget the fact that when they give you the whole spiel about how they like you so much and you guys are like dating and you're cooking together and you're doing all of these nice things, but like takes forever to respond to your fucking text messages.
Pounced on her a few times and rolled the fuck off.
I think he pounced on your ass and rolled the fuck off, man. I like her tits. That's the best thing about this one. Those tits are the best two things about this woman, I bet. It's definitely not her personality. I'll tell you that. What up, Spirit? What up, Spirit? Everybody go join the new channel. It's called Dating Dysfunctions. That's where I will be.
63%.
That's why I will be. That's where I will be posting videos from now on. The channel starts December 2nd. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find the channel. There it go. So that's the new channel, Dating Dysfunctions. Link is in the live chat, top of the live chat. Join the new channel if you haven't already. Back to her. Yeah, her tits are the best thing about her. Okay, she's saying it seems like everything is going good. They're cooking meals, they're holding hands in the park, but they can't respond to a fucking text. You're his third string at best. And like I said, you pretty tight body, not the worst looking woman in the world. This is a bad pause spot. But look, you're shooting out of your league. That should be the sign that you're shooting out of your league and you should date in your league and you'll have more success. But women don't want to date in their league, so they should keep failing. But if you keep getting pumped and dumped or dudes ain't returning texts, yeah, you're batting out of your league, baby. But they rather keep staying on this fucking hamster wheel of getting played by Chad and Tyrone than dating somebody that's just regular, who they actually could have a happy, good relationship with. So it is what it is.
Forever to respond to your fucking text messages. But this is not what I'm talking about. What really, really, really pisses me off is when a guy does not send you a good morning text, does not send you an afternoon text. He's going the whole day without sending you a text. Yet this motherfucker is watching all of your Instagram stories throughout the entire day. So you like me enough not to text me, but you'll stalk and watch my Instagram stories all day.
Well, yeah. He don't want to talk to you. He just want to see your tits. I mean, I'm sure it's some revealing shit. Or I'm sure you're wearing something that's probably, a little arousing. So yeah, he has the time of day to see your hotness. He just don't want to deal with your brain. You see what I'm saying? So that makes total sense to me.
God, you're sick.
My Instagram stories all day. And you'll like comment with like a flame or like a stupid fucking emoji on my DM. Like, get out of my DM, you 48-year-old man. Pick up the phone and call me.
Nobody wants to talk to you. Like, get it through your thick fucking skull. Nobody wants to talk to you. It's exhausting. I'm exhausted listening to you. Why don't you get this? Look, he's a top tier dude. Because how old would we say she is? He bagged this at 48. And I'm not saying she's a supermodel, but I don't think she's ugly. Rate her in the comments. Rate her in the comments. How old do we think this woman is?
Not send you an
Early 30s? I would say like early 30s. So look at you, bro. 48 bagging a 30-year-old or possibly a 28-year-old. I see you, bro. You know he top tier. She's not fucking with a 48-year-old janitor, I assure you.
You're overthinking it. You're over things. We were just intimate to phone and call me. Shoot me a text. Like, all I'm asking for is, like, good morning. Call me. Get out of my DM, you 48-year-old man. Pick up the phone and call me. Shoot me a text. Like, all I'm asking for is, like, good morning. Like,
Do you have no fucking shame? Let me say it again. Do you have no fucking shame? This is embarrassing. You all on the internet begging this man to contact you. That motherfucker must have some good D. If he got a halfway decent looking woman crashing out on the internet about him not texting back. Damn. He don't like you. Move on. Shit.
all I'm asking for is, like, good morning. Like, we were just intimate 2 nights ago. You cooked me a romantic dinner, told me all of the things. What is going on? And then you'll tell them how you feel about this, and they're like, you're being emotional. You're overthinking it. You're overanalyzing.
Look, oh my goodness. What up, Divine Photos? What the hell was I about to say? Ma'am, you his cool little sneaky link. Yeah, he had time for you. He finished up all his business affairs and he you know he cut out some time for you so he can make some food and clap some cheeks after he made some dinner. He had to make dinner anyway. Might as well invite you over and, bust them yams after a good meal. Ain't nobody trying to text you all day. Plus, that man might be busy. I mean, I know he responded with a fire emoji on your stories or whatever, and you posted them to see if he would like them. You know, if he was real player, he wouldn't respond to the stories either, and just leave your ass wondering until you hit you up again. What up? What up, D Scott? Yeah, what is a good woman? I would say a good woman is a submissive woman who knows how to control her emotions, who submits to a good man, knows how to listen, submit, and just keep her emotions in check. So is that hard for women to do? Fuck yes. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Women love this anxiety. She loved this roller coaster. She loves dealing with men who put her on this roller coaster, and she's been doing it since 15. She's been dealing with grown men since 15 who put her on this same anxiety ridden emotional roller coaster. She loves it. She loves every second of it. If a guy was being super communicative and texting back instantly, she'd get the ick.
What is going on? And then you'll tell them how you feel about this, and they're like, you're being emotional. You're overthinking it. You're overanalyzing it. I was just really busy today. You're so fucking busy that you're on Instagram all day, looking at all of my stories, and I'm sure looking at several other women's stories as well, because I'm not fucking stupid. So
Yes, you are. Yes, the fuck you are, because you keep doing the same thing, picking the same type of dudes, expecting a different result. And if you didn't have bitches, you wouldn't have been attracted to them in the first place. So don't act like it's such a big problem now. You know what? I do think there are good women out there. Now, let's be clear. I mean, a good woman is still a pain in the ass, and it's still arguable. I don't even know if that's a word. There's still an argument to be made that even a good woman isn't worth living with. But I do believe there are pretty good women out there. Very rare these days, and they're definitely taken. That's the thing. They're not on the internet. They ain't on podcasts. They ain't on Tinder. They're gonna be taken. But yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Donations have been trash. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Or super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. $5 makes you the live stream sponsor. Yeah, I ain't mad at you, Spirit. Hold on, one of your subs. Are you a dominatrix? Wait, or a domin? Wait, what do you call it when the man is the dom? Am I missing something? What do you? I always hear about. I don't fucking know what you call it. A grandmaster? Come on, can you give some more details, D. Scott?
Because I'm not fucking stupid. So when he thinks I'm crazy for ending things over like no text messages while he is stalking my Instagram, absolutely. Because I am a 37-year-old and I am not dating a teenager. And I
Wow, Spirit. Spirit, you hit it on the head when you said she's 37. She looked good for 37. I thought she could pass for 32, 33. But you hit it on the fucking head, Spirit.
37-year-old and I am not dating a teenager. And I'm certainly not dating a 48-year-old man with the mentality of a teenager.
Well, we know you're a fucking teenager. Well, we know you're a fucking teenager. You're on fucking TikTok with this bullshit. And you came across really silly and goofy in this video. So it's kind of ironic that she talking about somebody acting like a teenager or being teenager minded. Shout out to D Scott for donating $2.
Coincidence! That's a coinky
Yeah, shout out to D Scott for donating $2. He says finally catching the stream. That's what's up. Appreciate the support. Everybody following his footsteps. Oh shit, we got 14 people watching. I feel like it's been a minute. I actually feel like I actually feel like me not putting my logo on the stream pictures is why I think viewership may have been down this past week or two because I wasn't putting my little logo on the thumbnail. But speaking of logo, I got a new logo coming. There will be a new visual representation of RB Sensei coming very soon. Very soon. I definitely will show y'all when it's done. It will be premiered officially on the new channel, Dayton Dysfunction. If you haven't subscribed already, go subscribe. Link should be at the top of the chat. We got 71 subscribers. I'm hoping to get at least 100 people over there from the old channel. And we building this shit up from scratch. It ain't really about subscribers. It's just about, I mean, as far as monetizing the channel, it's about, well, it is about subscribers to some extent. About getting my first 1,000 subscribers in 4,000 hours. And yeah, I'm monetizing. Like, once I get monetization turned on a new channel, I'm monetizing every video, which I never did. I never monetized one individual video on this channel because I was scared they was gonna delete me. But yeah, go subscribe to the new channel, link in the chat. Let's keep the donations coming in. $2 down. 13 more dollars to go for me to stay on 2 hours. Hit the like button, please.
She's sitting there melting down because a man didn't send a good morning text. Meanwhile, she conveniently forgot he literally cooked her a full romantic dinner 2 nights ago. She wants the lifestyle of a high-earning, busy, focused man, but she also wants the texting behavior of an unemployed teenager with unlimited free time. And when he checks her Instagram stories during a bathroom break or between meetings, which is the male equivalent of a 2-second, "Hey, I'm thinking about you," she interprets it as disrespect because she needs full-time validation, not actual effort. She says he's not a real man because he doesn't bend his entire schedule around her emotions. But if he did that, stopped grinding, texting all day like a 16-year-old, lost deserves.
Facts.
This is what we mean when we say that men are homosocial, and this is why there is such a big gap at the moment between men and women.
I'm Riley. I'm 24. I'm from Houston, Texas. And honestly, I'm down for any good adventure. I just got scuba dive certified and I'm planning to go to Australia this summer, so I'm super excited about that. And then I just picked up skiing like 2 years ago, and I honestly love any themed party. Like, those are like my favorite things to go to, my favorite things to plan. And I'm looking for someone that wants to be my adventure buddy, and it's someone that I can trust in and is going to be there for me.
Well, yeah, men aren't looking for an adventure buddy. That doesn't sound like a woman ready to start a family and, like, you know what I mean? Like, and the stupid caption says the male loneliness epidemic is self-inflicted. Let's cut this shit. She's only swiping on 1 to 5% on dating apps too. So even if, let's just say, all the guys stood up to want to date her, she's only going to be interested in one, maybe. So let's cut the shit about the male loneliness epidemic is self-inflicted. They don't gotta like this bitch. It's just funny when women get so offended that men might not like a particular woman. But when, meanwhile, women don't fucking even see 95% of men. Like, go fuck yourself. Didn't she literally just say somebody to be my adventure buddy? I'm not your buddy. I'm not your friend. I'm not your pal. And all that shit, it costs money. All that shit she named pretty much costs money. She's looking for a travel buddy, not a life, companion or leader. Men aren't interested in this shit.
Someone that wants to be my adventure buddy, and it's someone that I can trust in and is going to be there for me.
Aww. If any gentleman would like to get to know Riley more, please step forward.
Also, we got to keep the context in mind. This was from a Mormon dating show. A Mormon dating show. And the name, so I mean, I don't think Mormons look for women to be their adventure buddies. I don't think that's what Mormons are looking for. I'm pretty sure they're looking for a traditional wife to push out 7 kids. Not go scuba diving and whatever else the fuck she said. What up, Lauren?
They're nervous.
There's
Come on, nervy. Anyone, come on.
Hey Riley, we're gonna have
Justice for Riley. They're going to start a hashtag movement about justice for Riley. When men get shit on, cheated, ghosted, left on red, used, played every fucking day. You can't make it up, folks. You literally can't make it up. Justice for Riley. Are you fucking kidding me?
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Let them genuinely talk. You'll see real fast, like, oh my god, this bitch is dumb as hell.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Sit down, but thank you for introducing yourself.
The men made it clear they could not care less about Riley. They were not actively listening to her, and if they were judging her. They were all just looking at each other, trying to figure out what the best response would be, how they should react. I have no doubt that if all of these men were separate and listening to Riley, at least one of them would have shown interest in her, would have been behaving completely differently, appropriately perhaps, but in front of each other. They decided to make her feel small, unheard, and belittled. And that is the difference between men and women. The women were actively listening to her. There was zero.
But do they actively listen to some guy they're not attracted to? That's a terrible comparison. A proper comparison would be, how do women make a man they're not attracted to feel? Doofy ass bitch. It's not a coincidence that she made the correlation between how women treat other women versus how men treat women, and not how women treat men. Weird coinky dink.
2 weeks, they could end up like this guy.
One thing women say to me that I cannot stand is, why don't you have a boyfriend? Don't you want love? Don't you want someone to love you? Every time I say, no, I'm single and I'm happy and I'm loving my life, you know, and like I go on random dates here and there if I think someone's worth it, and I'm always getting flowers and treated extremely nice, but I don't continue on, or like if I don't see a proper future, or if you know, like I'm like not desperate. Even if a guy's bringing me flowers and treating me really good, if I see other things aren't aligning, I'm done. I gave my ex a chance because everyone around me and society as well was saying, you're too harsh, you want too much, just give in to the bare minimum life. And then what happened?
Let's be clear. I always say this. Bare minimum is enough to make a relationship work. Somebody who cares about you, puts effort into you, actually wants the relationship to work, willing to try to be a good partner, be the best partner they could be, that's enough to make a relationship work. Anybody who's looking for more than bare minimum, they're in for a rude awakening. You'd be lucky to find somebody who's willing to love you and do the bare minimum. Entitled fucking cunt.
Give in to the bare minimum life. And then what happened? Cheated, lied, abused, mentally, physically, emotionally, every which way. Took me
out of pocket for that shit. Way out of pocket. What do you gain from that?
You attract what you are. You attract what the fuck you are. You're attracted to men who are going to be the most likely to fuck you over. And that's even if I believe you. I mean, I can tell you're mentally ill by the fact that this video exists. And the fake fucking lips. You're a shitty person, so you keep attracting shitty people. How about that?
happened? Cheated, lied, abused, mentally, physically, emotionally, every which way. Took me so long to get over it. Not him, the mental abuse, because I suffered that as a child. So you can only imagine, it brings up all the childhood trauma and you go cuckoo loco.
Right, and you're perfect. Like, you never do anything wrong in a relationship. You were the innocent butterfly that got lied to, abused, cheated on. That's every bitch's story. Does anybody notice that? Ain't that a weird coinky ding? Every bitch's story is, I was an innocent butterfly in every relationship, and all these narcissistic abusers fucked me over, beat me up, lied to me, cheated on me. That's literally every bitch's story.
imagine it brings up all the childhood trauma and you go cuckoo loco choco chocolate.
Are you
But anyway,
fucking serious,
I just
though?
find it so sad when
Like,
women
like his-
think that their worth is the amounts to what men think of you and if they love you. And I did that in the last toxic relationship because I was beaten down and I have a history of my childhood trauma and I believed that was my worth. And once I got out of it and went back to counseling, every day I love myself more and I will only let people have access to me as a human that I believe have good morals, are good people. And as
Good people are going to stay far away from you. I'm going to say it again. Good people are going to stay the fuck away from you. And well, they have been. And that's why you've only dated so-called bad men. Because good people know to stay the fuck away from people like you. Just off the lips alone. The lips and lashes alone. The lips and lashes alone are enough to repel good humans.
That's not enough to be a good human, to be worth hanging out with, to exist with.
This whole concept of women lowering their standard, bitch, you are the low standard. The fuck are you on about? I don't even know my standards. You are the low. She has just destroyed damaged goods, and there is nothing a man can do. And she could do one of two things: one, die alone, or two, she can marry a man and resent him for the rest of her life that she has stuck with him. Those are the only two ways out.
soon as I see a red to me as a human that I believe have good morals, are good people. And as soon as I see a red flag, no, it's not because I want too much. It's not because, oh, I'm mean. It's because I am not going down the settling path. When I am so happy and content on my own with my puppy, I love just being with her and going on walks.
Notice how
That's why a lot of them can't keep a man around. Okay, because once you deal with them outside of fucking, then it's like she figures that, since she's been through a lot and she's a tough, independent woman, that I have standards and my standards are here. If you don't have touch these standards, you have no chance with my pussy. And then they're just so incredibly difficult to get with. You're like, fuck it. I don't even want to fuck you anymore.
So some of y'all may have been here for this video. Some people are saying it's a skit. What do y'all think? Do y'all think this was a skit from earlier? Let's look at part 2. Fuck it.
I can tell you're very intelligent and obviously highly educated, and I understand that you read people, and you clearly can see my reactions, and it's more, and please ask me any questions that you have for me about anything. You are a special woman.
Thank you.
Yes. And I think it's really important that you see that and you know who and what that really is and what that means for you. Because the man that you want to fall in love with and that wants to fall or will want to fall in love with you will need to see you for who you really are. And I think that I need to, it's my job to find out the truth of who you really are. Oftentimes we in life, we become what life sort of created us to be.
What up, Harlem? What up, Ivan? Um, yeah, glad y'all could stop by. Everybody go follow the new channel. That's where my content will be at from now on. It's called Dating Dysfunctions. And it's gonna be a better channel just in every way possible. Yeah, link should be at the top of the chat. X just donated $5. He's the live stream sponsor, king of the stream. Everybody shout out X in the chat. We got $7 down. We need $8 more to stay on 2 hours. This is for you, X, for donating.
That's a hard nigga. It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
You just lived it.
More power to him.
I don't win anymore.
You can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother, I hear you. Man, I hear you.
My man.
City boy, city boy.
My nigga.
Right? Our parents, the dynamic, the
Oh shit, hold on. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. D Scott just donated the other 10 we needed to stay on 2 hours, so we cracking. Look, I'm home alone, so let's do this. For another $15 in donations, we doing a 3-hour stream tonight. Fuck it. 15 more dollars buys 3 hours. But hey, no disrespect, D Scott, but I just haven't seen this meme in a long time. So this meme is for you, D Scott. I hope you don't take it away.
Get money, but I can't tell, ho. Yeah, go. You can fuck with me if you wanted to. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing.
Hey, bitch, I'm a problem, nobody solve it. You can keep hating, I'm popping regardless.
Person see this since first grade. I been that bitch. You got a girl, but it's cool, I ain't gon' tell her shit.
You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money. You know niggas love bitches with money.
You ain't no fool with no boss, bitch. I turned you out. When a real one hold you down, baby, you supposed to drink.
Stone sets, I got more with gas.
Jealousy, let it go. Results could be tragic. I push the beat, not the backseat girl. I push the beat, not the backseat girl.
influence of our upbringing, of course, you know this, those we surround ourselves with, even movies we saw as a little kid, books that were read to us or that we've read since, all dynamics that affect how we see love and experience love and show up in love and the kind of partner that we are and the kind of partner that we attract. And what I'm finding is this lovely, lovely woman who has these really hardcore heels dug in, check marks and checkpoints with regard to what you need to have to be in love and to be happy. And working together, I may mess that all up on purpose. And you may love it and it may be fun. And you may find a side of yourself you never knew existed. And you may end up with a man that is completely different from anything you ever thought you would be in love with. Or you might say, "Ooh, no, 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 I don't like this. We need to stay just like this."
Yeah.
And I'm happy to try that.
Think about, like, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I don't know if this is fake or not. Look, for anybody who didn't see me go over the first part of this, you can go watch it. It's still up on the channel. And y'all can let me know if you think this is satire or not. Because that bow on the top of her head is ridiculous, and let's just continue.
Let's go over the checklist just so you have it.
Absolutely.
And then I do have questions, and my first question would be, how soon can you find the man that satisfies this checklist? Are we talking a week?
Let's check the list. Let's look at the list. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's have it.
Okay. 7-figure salary.
Right.
Already said.
So, I mean, that's what's making me think it's a joke. Well, she almost laughed. And then, I don't know. Y'all let me know, man. I don't know. 7-figure salary, that's a joke, right?
Seven-figure salary.
Right.
Already said morning routine.
Yes.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie is my preference. Okay. So every morning he already has a routine in place. I need him to be at least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. Most men are 5'10" or above. So I need him to be at least 5'10". I need him to be obviously in very good shape. I need him to have a full head of hair.
See, the reason why I don't think it's satire, because it's not ramped up enough. I mean, the 7-figure salary was ramped up, but her saying 5'10", I mean, if it was satire, she would at least said like 6'3", 6'4". 5'10" is fairly, somewhat reasonable. So I don't know if it's satire, man. Even if it is satire, these women exist. We know. We went over hundreds of them, if not thousands of them. This past fucking 8 years I've been doing this channel. I think we're going on 9.
A full head of hair.
Mhm.
That's very important to me.
Okay.
I need him to be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. Like, I don't want to have to go to church every Sunday, but I don't want to get into fights over religion either.
That's how women really feel. Like, so that's why I don't know if it's satire. Because when women say God-fearing and stuff, they want a man who's God-fearing, but they don't want a strict religious man. They don't want all the rules and regulations that come with a strict religious man. So they just want you to loosely believe in God. So that's real. That's how most women feel who say they want a man who's, you know, a God-fearing man or something, or a Christian. They don't want him to be like a die-hard Christian, because then he's going to hold her accountable to that Bible and to the religion. So yeah, this is really how most women feel, in my opinion.
Sure, of course.
I want him to have active hobbies and interests outside of his work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him coming to me on weekends looking for what are we going to do to fill our time. I want him to have hobbies and interests that make him an interesting, well-rounded person. Somebody that you can have a conversation with at a cocktail party and he's going to have interesting things to say.
Look, and like I say, this is a real woman, regardless of this if this is fake or not. It's all about how shit looks on paper. It's all about what her friends are gonna think. It's all about the Instagram reel. It's all about what, you know, the family members are gonna think. You know, it's not about love or anything like that. Not about companionship. Not about caring for another, duty. I mean, well, it's partially about duty and responsibility. But it's all about looks and status and how shit is gonna come across.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry.
Okay.
Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society at an Ivy League university and was forced to get a tattoo, that I would make a pass for.
That's another thing that's making me think it's satire because that's just fucking ridiculous. Okay, let me ask y'all something. Let's take a vote in the chat. Would y'all fuck her? Like, personality aside, if she wasn't a cunt. I know she's a cunt. But let's say she was actually a nice woman. Would y'all fuck her? If she was nice. Okay, let me answer first. If she was nice, sure, why not?
Nasty bitch.
At an Ivy League university and was forced to get a tattoo, that I would make a pass for.
She was forced.
Right.
You see her laughing?
That sounds like a fun idea. I should go do that. No.
See her laughing again. That's why I think it's, I don't know. I don't know if it's a skit because watch her laughing.
If he were in a secret society at an Ivy League university and was forced to get a tattoo, that I would make a pass for.
She was forced.
Right. I want him to be from a good family. I'll know that what that means when I see it, or what more well said, I'll know what wouldn't satisfy that criteria when I see it.
This is a skit. She's a hell of an actor. I'll give her that. If this is a skit or satire, I give her a 10 out of 10. Because this is very fucking convincing. I would be the first to sing her praises if this is a skit. Because she did an excellent fucking job if it's a skit.
Okay.
Never been married, no kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. No allergies. Has to like animals. I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay.
What kind of shit is that?
Shout out to John. Shout out to John.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
John says, I'll take a break from the stream. Back to White Kendra G. Yeah, I can't be mad at people for taking a break from the stream, for sure. These people are fucking crazy. This is for you, John. Thanks for donating. Everybody shout out John. He donated $5. $10 more for a 3-hour stream. $10 more for a 3-hour stream.
That's a hard nigga.
It's the happiest day of my life, is what I'm saying.
Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
You a gangster now. I'm winning any motherfucker where I can't lose.
Like, this woman definitely seems like she gives toothy blowjobs. And this would definitely be frigid missionary only. And she definitely doesn't know how to arch her back, if you're hitting it doggy style. Her back will be hunched up like a fucking greyhound during doggy style. Jesus. Excuse me for using your name, Lord. Goodness. We might go over the Rumble for the 3rd hour. If we get $10 more, we'll go over some Pop the Balloon and some Kendra G for the 3rd hour. If we meet the $10 more goal for a 3-hour stream.
He has to be handy. He needs to be good with his hands and good with handiwork around the house. I find that very attractive in a man.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it. I mean,
Okay.
that's a good start. I
It
could
is.
go on, but I think that's a good start.
Okay.
James just sent us $10 to take us to the 3-hour mark. We're doing a 3-hour stream tonight. Thanks to James. He's better than James Dean, James Brown, James Earl Jones, James Franco, James Cameron, LeBron James, James McAvoy, Jesse James, James Madison, James Harden, James Woods, James Avery, Rick James, James Bond, James Baldwin, and last but not least, King James. Everybody shout out James. This for you, James. 3-hour stream tonight.
Thank you for being there, man. Charles,
I run shit. You just live it.
More power to him.
you can't treat him like any of the other niggas around here, because he ain't like any of the other niggas around here. You got it?
Right on, brother, I hear you. Man, I hear you.
City boy, city boy. My nigga.
Okay.
She's really trying hard not to laugh. Okay, like she's really trying hard not to laugh. Yeah. Okay, my next question is now who would fuck the host? Or this actually isn't a show. She's a matchmaker. This woman on the screen right now, she's a matchmaker. Now the question is, would you fuck her? Let me get it on a better pause moment. Somebody type 7 minutes in the chat. 7 minutes in the chat. Okay, that's not really a good pause moment. That's okay. Okay. I would too. T Orlando says these are the type of women who are just incredible in bed. You know? The soccer mom MILF type just got out of a divorce, just got out of a marriage. They haven't fucked her husband in 5 years. Ready to, throw it back for a real one. And, let out all that pent up sexual energy from not fucking her husband for half a decade.
A week.
Let's check the list. Let's look at the list. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's have it.
Okay.
Let's look at the list. Yeah.
Okay, so the lady even laughed a little bit. Hold on. Okay, right there. Looks like she's trying not to
So
laugh.
let's have it.
Okay.
So let's have it.
Okay.
Check the list. Let's look at the list. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's have it.
Okay. 7-figure salary.
Right.
Already said morning routine.
Yes.
That includes some sort of exercise with group accountability, as well as some sort of very high nutrition, I'm going to say smoothie is my preference. Okay. So every morning he already has a routine in place.
Mm-hmm.
I need him to be at least 5'10". I feel like that's generous. Most men are 5'10" or above. So I need him to be at least 5'10". I need him to be obviously in very good shape. I need him to have a full head of hair.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important to me.
Okay.
I need him to be a Christian, but not take it too seriously. Like, I don't want to have to go to church every Sunday, but I also I don't want to get into fights over religion either.
Sure, of course.
I want him to have active hobbies and interests outside of his work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him coming to me on weekends looking for what are we going to do to fill our time. I want him to have hobbies and interests that make him an interesting, well-rounded person. Somebody that you can have a conversation with at a cocktail party and he's going to have interesting things to say.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to have an impeccable wardrobe. I want his suits to be tailored.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to look good in greens and blues because those are complementary to what I look good in. Absolutely no jewelry.
Okay.
Absolutely no tattoos.
Okay.
Unless the only tattoo that would be acceptable would be a very small tattoo if he were in a secret society at an Ivy League university and was forced to get a tattoo, that I would make a pass for.
He was forced.
Right. I want him to be from a good family. I'll know what that means when I see it, or what more well said, I'll know what wouldn't satisfy that criteria when I see it.
Okay.
Never been married, no kids. I want to be his first wife. Our children are going to be his only children. No allergies. Has to like animals. I would prefer that he's a cat person, but if he's a dog person, that's okay. He has to be handy. He needs to be good with his hands and good with handiwork around the house. I find that very attractive.
Okay. How tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
Okay. And I take it you are in good shape? I can't see you right now, but
I am in very good shape.
are in very good shape. Okay, good. And what do you do to keep your body in good shape?
I do primarily Pilates.
Mhm.
I also swim and I walk and I would love to even add to the list something like golf or pickleball. Maybe that would be something he and I could do together. I would be open to that.
Okay. Okay. Well, again, I have been doing this for a very long time and I am used to lists.
Good.
And yes, yes, yes. And I will tell you that oftentimes, while many things on the original list would be checked,
I like to hear that.
yep, there are many that would shift and change, and you would be absolutely surprised as to how happy you actually end up being with that. Okay, but let's see if we can get you there first. So for now, what questions do you have for me?
I'm wondering, how soon you can find me this person or multiples of this person. I think there's probably plenty of men out there that would satisfy
Okay.
what it is I'm looking for.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm wondering how quickly you can do that and how it is you go about doing that. How do
Okay.
you find like what's your supply of men?
Yes. Okay. Well, I will tell you, there are not many men like this, which is why it's been hard for you to find them, right?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
appreciate you saying that because I understand that what I'm looking for doesn't exist everywhere. If it did, everybody would have it and it wouldn't be as special.
I love that attitude. That's right. Okay. So so the way that I go about finding this man for you, really the man that is absolutely just right for you. I have a database of tens of thousands of singles from all over the country and around the world. And
Wow.
they've all been personally vetted just like this through me, by me and my team. And we're very particular about who we work with. And I think more than anything, we really just want to see people in happy and healthy relationships that are rewarding and fulfilling, that don't end in an unnecessary divorce, and that really lead to building a better world. So I think
Are there really men, like high value men, who sign up for matchmakers to get matched with ball breaking cunts like this? Here's the thing. Shout out to Black Man is Fair. Black Man is Fair. So I feel like the type of men who sign up for a matchmaker are maybe like the rich guys who have no game, or the rich guys who are just like kind of dorky looking, no swagger about themselves whatsoever, struggle with confidence, but they got money. I feel like those are the type of guys who would sign up for a matchmaker. But yeah, look, so everybody check out Age of Disclosure. It's a new UFO documentary that's pretty much disclosure. It's like all the big dogs who worked in the military basically saying that we're not alone and non-human beings are interacting with us and flying in our skies. It's very interesting. It's $25 on Amazon Prime. Look, I just want to rub this in James' face, respectfully. James, go check out this movie. It's called The Age of Disclosure. And it proves me right and you wrong. Nan and boo boo. I'm tired of that lady. Let's move on. Unless y'all want to see the last, 5-6 minutes. You can let me know in the chat if you want me to finish that other video.
Of males in the United States are single, in comparison to 63% of males in the United States are single, in comparison to 34% of their female counterparts. Men only have a 2.5% chance of finding a match. That's one match per 40 swipes on average on online dating apps, whereas women match 50% of the time, one match per 2 swipes on average. But the dismissal of men doesn't stop there. 90% of jobs requiring hard manual labor are held by men. Men make up around 84% of active duty military personnel in the United States. But that doesn't specify combat arms roles. You know, the ones who actually risk their lives. Over 95% of combat arms roles are filled by men. And in special ops, well, women are nowhere to be found. And to dig the knife even further, 79% of suicides in the United States are committed by men. Despite their efforts to provide and protect women and children, they're left hung out to dry when 70% of divorces are initiated by women. In part 1 of Why Are 63% of Men Single?, I got over 1,500 comments from angry, hurting, and wounded men who are fed up with these statistics and many others that I just laid out for you. But before I get into
You can't get depressed about this shit. You can't. It's always been like this for men since the beginning of humankind. So, yeah, it's called The Age of Disclosure, James. Everybody check it out. It's $25 on Amazon Prime. I mean, I guess, look, I'll put it like this. You're not going to be able to run from this topic. Once one of the presidents make the announcement, look, I'll just leave it at that. You're going to have to deal with this topic one way or another. Anyway, fellas, don't get mad about it. Men have been disposable since the beginning of humankind. We will probably always be disposable. All these negative stats, don't let it get you down. Just build your life up. Find something that makes you happy. Keep occupied. That's the best advice I can give a depressed man. Bro, get into something. Join something. Volunteer at the soup kitchen. Learn how to fly a plane. Any fucking thing. But don't just sit and mope and think about all these depressing stats.
these statistics and many others that I just laid out for you. But before I get into this video, I do want to provide a disclaimer. If you can't watch this video with an open mind, then this will likely be a waste of your time. So if that's you, click off now. But if you choose to watch this video, you'll start to understand the other side of this coin, which is how women are contributing to this epidemic. And more importantly, how it's harming them more than they realize. As always, leave your intelligent comments below. Sprinkle, sprinkle, bitch. Let's get into it. And this brings me to my first point. Social media. The ability to garner mass attention through social media is not news. Yet women seem to be able to do this at a much larger scale. And these results boost their ego as they continue to gain this attention and traction. But the attention they get, especially from men, aren't necessarily men that they'd ever give the time of day to. Yet they continue to do it and promote further engagement. Why? When we look at behaviors on social media, we do see differences between men and women, how they post and how they interact. And women on average spend much more time on social media, and their focus is typically on connections and communication.
Right.
Yeah, because they're dingbats. That's why. And they just live for attention. Men got better shit to do than sit on social media all day. We actually have real hobbies and personalities. I think that's the difference.
Men, on the other hand, tend to, yes, use social media platforms for their own entertainment, but mostly, as far as the research shows, for information. And the research also shows that women tend to gain both a larger following and further engagement than men typically do, specifically on visual platforms like
Yeah, their body. It's not because anybody gives a fuck what they have to say, other than other dingbats, so they can reaffirm each other's bullshit. But see, that's why women love social media. They could just post a picture and get attention and likes from just posting a picture. You don't actually got to be a likable person. You don't even got to fucking talk. And they love that aspect of it. That's always been a woman's strong point, just trying to look good. Talking has never been a woman's strong point. Showing who they genuinely are as far as character has never been a woman's strong point. Never will be. Just standing there and looking good and having everybody else project morals and character and a personality onto them. That's always been a woman's strong point.
as far as the research shows, for information. And the research also shows that women tend to gain both a larger following and further engagement than men typically do, specifically on visual platforms like Instagram and TikTok. And this makes sense if you took 5 seconds to scroll any of these social media platforms. And because they tend to garner bigger audiences relative to beauty, lifestyle, fitness, etc., it also tends to amplify their voices and their messages, which I'll get to in a little bit. And while we can talk about the niches and the topics of conversation,
Yeah, bitches shouldn't even be able to talk on social media. Just show your tits and ass, bitch. Because you talking is only going to ruin society more. Just show tits and ass. That's all. Like, that's all you need to do.
I also don't want to skimp over the fact that there's typically lots of skin showing, and this tends to garner further traction and growth, which only re-emphasizes the point that in order for women to get noticed, well, their beauty and their physical assets are the most important thing. On top of this, research does show that women tend to garner a bigger following through sharing stories and emotional connection. And we also know from a psychological lens that women tend to gossip much more than men do. And social media tends to promote, well, drama. So the maths here. Now, I don't want to paint this picture that men can't be successful on social media platforms because the evidence would also be contrary to that. But as far as in comparison to, women do tend to outperform men, again, specifically on these visual platforms. So why am I hitting on this? Well, relative to my last video with 1,500 plus comments around the toxicity of women, social media and the amplification of their voice and also how they garner audiences plays a role in this dynamic playing itself out. With the discrepancy in followers and engagement, this can fuel toxic feminism or feminist ideals, and this can contribute over time to further animosity towards men. Now, the interesting thing about social media and its parts is that women tend to gain traction by being visually appealing, only to then be upset when men pay attention to how physically appealing they are. But the reinforcement of positive feedback around gaining followers, engagement, comments, whatever it might be, only reinforces women to continue to behave in this way publicly. And this can inadvertently promote the idea that a woman's value lies in her aesthetics or her social appeal. And this can reinforce the narrative, as we've seen many times, that women are all, well, promiscuous, while men can be excluded or marginalized in these spaces. The hard part about this, or the female argument to this type of behavior, is that it is somehow empowering, or at least that's what we tell ourselves. While from a man's perspective, while they enjoy women being a little bit more loose online, they also tend to associate that with a lower quality female. Now, what's important to note around this entire concept in attraction, relationships, whatever it is, women tend to set the standard for sexual intimacy, which is a really important point, and I will get to that later in this video. Now, toxic...
Okay, I'm bored. Let's move on.
A lot of girls don't. Talking to my guy friend yesterday, and we were discussing this notion that a lot of girls don't want to build with guys because really often you see guys who are broke build and the girl will build with them. And then he gets successful and leaves her for like a younger 24-year-old. She invested and wasted so much time, and now she's older in the dating market, starting back at square one. At first, he didn't really see where I was coming from. His perspective was more like, well, if I don't build with a girl, then I'm not sure that she's gonna be with me for anything other than my money when I'm successful. So let me try to explain the female psychology.
See, here's the thing all these people aren't talking about. Most people will never be successful. Most men and women need a financial partner in life to be really comfortable. But that's what they don't ever talk about that.
For girls who think like me. So I kind of have two pillars of thought when it comes to this. First pillar is that I feel like a lot of guys, when they're broke, they don't choose their dream woman. They pick the girl that fits their current lifestyle that they can, like, quote unquote afford. Then when they reach success, they finally have like this ginormous pool of girls who want them, and they kind of get their pick of the litter. Now they can go for their dream woman. And by the way, I don't think every guy's like this. I'm well aware that there's many guys that blew up with their girlfriend or whatever, and that is the person they stick with forever. I think this really comes down to the fact that it's a personality trait. Are you a cheater or not? Is it your character to cheat and seek novelty or not? I recognize that. So the other pillar of thought that I have when it comes to this is that I feel like the guys psychologically don't want the woman who...
Let's clean this up. Let's cut through the feminist bullshit. Most men would not leave the woman who built with them, ever. That's most men. Even if she was being a bitch. Like, she built with me, she was riding with me from the beginning. I'm sticking with this bitch. Even if I get a side piece, I'm sticking with this bitch. That's most men. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section.
Who watched him struggle. I think they want to, but I think the guys that are still starting at zero and are building, they don't like who they are. And so when he reaches that level of success, he's always going to tie that old version that he's trying to escape to that woman. I think there's a lot of guys out there that don't want to be seen. I think a lot of guys want to be seen for that post glow up self. Want the woman who sees him as like this hero, who sees them as like this manly man. Not saying that a girl who builds won't see that. If anything, she actually might. She might respect him a lot for what he went through. But I think this has a lot to do with men's ego, and so many of these guys just don't want a woman that's seen that.
Is it really this complicated? Just asking you, the audience, as I'm reviewing this. Is it this complicated? Is it psychological, ego, going back and forth, seeing me in my glow up phase, all of this stuff? You're constantly ever evolving. Who you are yesteryear is going to be different than who you are next year, so on and so forth. It doesn't matter if you got money, if you don't got money. You're going to be different and evolve every single year. That's just the way that it goes. So I'm trying to figure out, what is this psychological thing? From my perspective, from a man's perspective, the guy was pretty much spot on, but let me add some additional context. I think that as a person that has had resources for an extended period of time now, it's better to be around people that you trust. It's not about a dream woman or anything like that. The dream woman is the woman that can actually raise your kids, that you're not fearful of taking half of your shit, right? And I'm coming from, I think, a little bit more of a mature person's perspective that's not caught up with the glitz and the glam. Did the watches, got the cars, got the businesses and all of this stuff. And after you've settled for a while, and again, I think that it's probably good for me because I had it, lost it, and got it back again. The person that you can trust, even if y'all don't stay together, right? You are still tied to each other, and even if y'all don't stay together, it should be an amicable moving on, and that y'all just growing apart, and it wasn't because y'all beefing. I don't understand the whole you would rather talk to a chick that want to get with you because you got your money versus holding it down.
Yeah, but women don't get men. Men are the complete opposite. They're going to cling on. Once they get the riches, they're going to cling on to their wife even more as far as a serious relationship. Maybe, I mean, yeah, maybe they'll fuck some new hoes or something, but no. She doesn't fucking know. What does she fucking know?
And still even being amicable and taken care of and being around and rocking out with and being best friends with the person that held you down from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? They have an equity stake in your success. And I'm not even talking about a financial perspective. that should have been the person that wanted to see you win. They shouldn't even have been with you because, they think that you're going to be successful. I want to see my friends win. I want to see, everybody win that's around me. And so I have a vested interest. I have an equity stake in seeing them win psychologically because I want people that I love around me to be great and to be successful. So this superficial lifestyle and this superficial mindset of, oh man, I don't want to build with a guy. I get it. I ain't tripping off the fact that you don't want to build with a guy. But I'm also adding in there the context that how can you be trusted? There's no way you can trust a woman that gets with you later on in life. And that's how a lot of guys get finessed and they get took for half of their stuff.
Outside of them. Again, not every guy. I am totally aware of that. And so when you combine these two main reasons, for me, it's not about gold digging or finding a guy that's super successful. To me, this is risk management. I don't think that most of us will be able to accurately assess.
Because she's not trying to talk to somebody that don't have resources. So it absolutely is. Don't think for 1 second that all of this word salad is supposed to be something that means something. It absolutely is. She is accurate on some stuff, but it matters. Money matters to certain women, unless you him, and then it don't really matter because they're going to go with whatever it is that they feel because they don't have no rules for the dudes that they truly, truly want to be with. But even then, money matters.
Person is going to change when he gets power and success. A guy who's making 80K versus a guy who's making 800K, they don't have the same temptations, the same self-control battles, the same access to women. Their values might even change once they reach a certain level of success. There's not really a way to predict this. You can look at character, but people change a lot when they get.
The guy that's making 80K can absolutely knock down the same chick that the dude making 800K is making. So don't believe that shit either. Trust me, don't believe that.
Power and money, and I don't want to be blindsided. I want to date somebody.
Okay, let me hear. We gonna move on. Let me hear what she talking about. What we looking like on Rumble? Everybody go join the new channel, Dating Dysfunctions. Shout out to the 3 people watching me on Rumble. Everybody go check out The Age of Disclosure. It's them finally admitting that aliens are real and they're here and interacting with us. It's life-changing. The biggest discovery in human history. We're gonna move on. Okay, I've been on basically like an hour and a half on YouTube. We're gonna do the 3rd hour over on Rumble. You don't have to sign up for Rumble. All you gotta do is click the link and watch. I'll drop that link in a minute. Let's finish up with the other video. Let's see what she's talking about. If I can find it.
Trust me, don't believe that.
Power and money, and I don't want to be blindsided. I want to date somebody who's at his finished, stable state, who's already experienced some of this temptation and experienced a level of success.
No, you would have did it by now. She would have did it by now. She's a cute girl, but I mean, look, you're waiting on a. She thinks she's gonna bag a rich man. What makes you so special? Where you're gonna bag a rich man? Cute ain't gonna cut it, baby. Cute's just not gonna cut it. And guys like that who got shit to lose, they don't want their women on TikTok talking about shit like this. I can tell you that right now. They don't realize how much they sabotage their own dating lives by just making these story times and shit.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Don't want somebody who's super successful, like very much at their peak of their career, because I think those guys also have a different psychology that I don't want to have to deal with. I'd rather meet somebody who's somewhat experienced success and is still building and working towards something. And I have no problem holding somebody down and like building with them there. But I need to
Yeah, because he already successful.
I have no problem building with the guy who already make 800K. Yeah, they always think they're gonna come into a rich man's life and double his net worth in a year. What, with your TikTok fucking, you're gonna sell t-shirts on TikTok to double his net worth? Let me guess, some type of self-help dating coach guru course. That's how you're gonna double his income? Fuck out of here.
but I need to
Yeah, because he already successful. Of course you ain't got no problem holding him down because you already know the finished product. It's not a risk. This isn't risk management. This is calculated comeuppance. You know what I'm saying?
that they've already experienced a level of success where I know that they are kind of who they are at this point. And I need to know how they react and how they've behaved with all this new access that they have.
He doesn't have anything to prove to some TikTok mid dingbat. Let me prove that, you know, I could be the man that. No. You have no power or leverage in a situation like that whatsoever. Like he gotta prove something to you. Get the fuck out of here.
To women, to money, to power. I think at that point, a man's identity is a lot more solidified. So yeah, not looking to date for potential, not looking to take a gamble on who he might become. There's also the age factor. I'm 25. I don't want to build with somebody, then I've reached 30, he's reached success, and suddenly he's leaving me for the young 25-year-old, and I have to restart at square one, and I'm like...
People are very, very, very superficial. Very superficial, bro.
Older in the dating pool. So for these reasons, very quick summary, I will not be dating to build with somebody.
Recently I made a video talking about how I would not build with a man for a variety of well thought out reasons, which I will link below. And I got a lot of comments of the guys being like, well, if he's rich, why would he want you? If a man is rich, why would he want a marriage? Why would he want to settle with a girl? And this is in regards to like a girl coming in after a man has achieved a certain level of success. And they're trying to say like, well, what value do you bring if you weren't building with him? And here's what I gotta say to that. First, let's start with this. A man who is rich already has resources. A man who is a provider already has resources. He's not looking for a woman to fulfill that part. He's not looking for a woman's resources himself. If you're asking from that point of view, financially, he doesn't need my finances. So now moving on to what I really think they're getting at. This is just their sneaky way of being like, well, what do you bring to the table? The question is, why would a rich man need a woman? I think a better question is, why does any man need a woman? Because we are wired for connection, for companionship. Rich man.
Women's companionship on average is trash. They're always bitching, nagging, trying to control you. They're going to find something to lose respect. They're going to find a reason to lose respect for you. I love when women say that. Most women's companionship is fucking trash, and it keeps degrading as the decades go by. So that answer is a fucking joke.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. What niggas fight out you, nigga? Shut the fuck up.
Man need a woman because we are wired for connection, for companionship. Rich man already has money, but what he's going to be looking for is peace, loyalty, companionship, feminine essence, stability.
That money make his 10 side hoes be loyal. And women don't bring peace. Fucking period. Women don't bring peace. So that's a joke too. Feminine essence, he can pay 10 bitches to come over and express their feminine essence. There is no good reason for a rich man who got hoes or a broke man who got hoes to settle down with one woman, honestly. He can get all the best of a woman with none of the downsides. And so don't even get me started on a rich man.
In his home, and that aspect doesn't go away just because he has money. And a feminine essence, stability in his home, And that aspect doesn't go away just because he has money. And if we're gonna get into the science of it, data actually shows that high earning men actually are more likely to be married and have longer lasting marriages. Why is this the case? Because success doesn't make a man fear commitment. Successful men actually value legacy, stability, a family, and someone he trusts. Being rich doesn't erase his basic need for partnership. The only men who act like women are disposable are the emotionally immature, insecure ones. Rich men don't date women for their wallet. They date the women for things that money can't buy. There's men that don't value this. There's men that don't value partnership. They don't value commitment.
Let's be real. Most men do want one woman that he genuinely loves and that genuinely loves him, and they've been through things together and they rocking out. Most men do want that at some point, but not some bitch who waited at the finish line for him, who basically just using him for his money.
And that's who they were always going to be. But the data points to the fact that whether or not you understand it or believe it, successful, rich.
She's gonna finesse somebody. She gonna get somebody if she hasn't already got somebody. That's easy. Like, she got the mental aptitude that leads her to the right people. She got the look. She's skinny, fit. She definitely gonna finesse somebody out of their draws, 100%. And I don't know if, she gonna leave with a bunch of stuff, but I know that she definitely gonna find hers. Cause she understand it. She know the talking points, she know the responses, she know, what men want, all of this stuff. I'm gonna give her credit all the way 100%. She gonna definitely finesse somebody out of their draws. Let me know what y'all think out of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace.
Everybody say what's up to Ism. He's the channel hater, but God bless him. The world need haters too. I want to do an article, but I don't feel like reading right this moment, so let's find another video. Now that's what you could roast me for, Ism.
Y'all, I'm a giver. I will spend big bucks on somebody that I love. Like, I will do the most to prove that I love them, and I don't know why I do that. It's like just, oh, I want this. Boom, you got it. Like, you couldn't even, like, you don't even have to ask me. I just know that you want it, and I have the means to get it, so I'm gonna get it. But when you don't get, like, basic in return, like, I don't even want materialistic. I want your time. I want your attention. I want, like, don't say you love me and then treat me like I'm nobody.
You know that anger you get when you deal with like a person that's just completely stupid? What's wrong with your brain? Like why do you not see what you are? Like, and I get there with women, I truly do.
Okay, according to Ism, I've never been on a date before. I've never had sex. This is good shit. This is good shit. Shout out to Ism. I don't even want to break this down because I've said it 10,000 times. But fuck it, I'll say it 10,001. Ma'am, you're sexually attracted to men who don't give a fuck about you. And that's what you like about them. You like that they don't like you. That's what you like about them. So I hope that explains it.
The other night I came to a realization that my cup is completely empty. Like, I don't want to give you my attention. I don't want to give you my time. I don't want to get you anything. Like, I don't care if you talk to me now. But the problem is, it took so long. Like, my bank account could be hefty right now if I didn't do all the shit that I did for.
Oh, well, Queen, all this girl I can say is, hey,
She has no problem attracting men, but the problem is she can't keep a man around because once they realize who she really is, they can't fucking stand her.
Welcome to a man's world. This exact same complaint that you just gave on this video about you provide everything, they don't even... Who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
Hello everybody, I'm Jamie and I'm 22 years old and me and my dog are homeless, living in a tent, as you can see. A lot of people think that I'm lying, that I'm using my dog as some, I don't know.
So, I already went over this. Yeah. A 22-year-old, fairly cute 22-year-old, homeless with a dog, she's a piece of shit. A huge piece of shit. By the time a cute white girl, 22-year-old, is homeless on the street, she's one of the worst people on the fucking planet. It don't take much for a man to end up homeless. Just one loss of a job. Ain't nobody coming for a man.
Charity case.
Save as much money as you can. Moving on.
This man came onto social media, specifically TikTok, to try to shame his Filipino wife, saying she wanted to divorce him the day she got her green card. Sir, I'm pretty sure you pursued this arrangement. The thing about ditching American women to find love overseas is just that. It has to have love. It only works for both people if love exists. We all know you can't buy love. And I'm not talking about...
No, I think we already went over this one. Let's find something else.
Everyone, I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
The patriarchy does not want women to be truly spiritual. Because what does it mean to be...
Hey, what's up everyone? I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night, but for now, let's get into the video.
Men, listen up, I have a very important tip for you. This is going to save you so many arguments, just listen to me, okay? If you are in an argument with your woman and it has to do with another woman, here's what I want you to do. Beginning, middle, and end. I'm going to give you an example. So I don't understand. Tell me exactly what happened. Okay, so I walked into the coffee shop. I went up to the counter to order some coffee. She was standing off to the side. I was still getting my coffee. I got my coffee. She approached me. She tapped me on the left shoulder. Anything that I could see was that she was blonde.
This woman is
I mean, damn,
fucking
sis,
nuts.
why does somebody have to tell you not to be a bitch?
This woman
Why
is
is that your
nuts.
go-to?
Don't know what she was wearing because I wasn't looking. And then she asked me the question, do you have a girlfriend? And I, very straight-faced, said, yes, I do. I turned right and then I walked out the door. And then I got in my car and then I drove home and I came here. This is what you don't want to do. So tell me exactly what happened. I was in a coffee shop. This girl asked for my number and I said no. Do you see the difference? I promise you, just the effort that you took to explain the story will make us happy in like 2 minutes. So, rule of thumb, if there's another girl in the story, we want to know beginning, middle, and end. Okay, love you. And if any...
Or, here's another idea that's going to be very controversial. You could shut the up.
Any of you say, I don't remember, you deserve to be in that fight.
Okay, now here's what you really need to do. If you're in an argument with that woman because you saw another woman in a coffee shop, dump the B and go see the other woman. And not to be that guy, but if you're wondering, do they ever stop talking? The answer is no. You think this was bad? This was only 1 minute. Look at this and tell me what you think.
You can send a text message so long you have to see more to see the rest of it. You think I read that shit? No.
She loves him more for not reading it. If a bitch sending you text messages that long, you probably doing the right thing to keep her on stream. Just make sure you're not the one in a relationship sending paragraphs that long.
I read that no.
She can print that text and turn it into a best-selling book on Amazon or something. Let me bore you all by reading some of it. Before I say any of this, I want you to know I'm not telling you this as an excuse for my actions whatsoever. There was absolutely no reason for me to react that way at all. I should not have said that, and I was only thinking about myself in that moment and not you, and that is something I've been working on. But there's a reason I am the way I am, and over the last probably 6 months I've worked really hard on myself to change the way my brain has been wired for way too long. Just say you're sorry. I was wrong. I'm sorry. No man is ever going to read all that, and no man is gonna be looking for you to find another excuse that you were using earlier. Just say this: I'm sorry. I was wrong. And if you really want to give yourself an aneurysm, say I'm sorry. You were right.
Name one thing that women created. 8 billion people.
That's not mind blowing. All you did was take a load and biology took over. I mean, you know what I mean? That's not really a creation. I mean, technically it is, but you didn't do anything. You just got nutted in and your body took over to create the child. Like, you think it's a drop mic moment, but it's just stupid.
You just saying anything now, ho.
Oh wow, beauty and brain. And since I've only heard this from some other lunatics with this set of eyes 100,000 times before, original too. Yeah, you created 8 billion people because you let a-holes like me do it raw. The guy next to me, yeah, that could be your proudest moment, sure. But me, if I were you, I would just be quiet.
I think as a whole community, everyone should stop using filters on TikTok. And I'm only saying that because, like, I don't know. I feel like they completely change your face, completely alter your, like, everything. Yes, I've worked on. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that because I've worked on. Yes, I'm wearing a push-up bra, but like, I don't know. I feel like these filters literally change your entire facial structure.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. But niggas fire out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
So, stop using them.
Absolutely, give me 2 seconds, I'll delete them all. The only problem she has with other women using filters is she has work done. She spent a lot of money to look the way she does, and some other women are using a filter and in some cases look better.
You guys know I consider myself like an older sister to you guys, and I feel like older sisters are sometimes here to give you advice and just like tell you the hard truth when other people might not, or you might not want to hear it. And I remember when I was a freshman in college, and I just feel like every back to school season, it's kind of breakup central. I spent the longest time trying to figure out like if I should stay in my relationship, what was going on. Everyone had different opinions, so let's talk about how to know if you should stay in your relationship or if it's time to be alone.
Yeah, and 8 minutes later she looks like this. The only way for you to know if you should stay in a relationship or not is to stop listening to cretins on TikTok, especially the ones pretending to be someone's older sister. And on the other hand, if you take your relationship's advice from TikTok, you should be alone.
I actually don't think anybody gets baby fever worse than me. I am 22 years of age and I am single AF, have been for 2 years, and I kid you not, every time I see a baby I'm like, so cute, I want one. I literally want one. Like, you know when you see like the little boys and they're like dressed in like the little smart outfits and like, oh, they look like they're about to go play, I don't know, like polo or something. Like, oh, they look so cute. And like,
What are we rating her on a scale from 1 to 10? I'm just curious. There's no shade. I'm just wondering what we thinking on this. I'm gonna go with 4.
I just want 2 little boys and a little girl. Is that too much to ask for? Yeah, it is. But it's just so cute. Like, literally, like 1 minute I'm like, no, I'm literally living my best life. I'm 22. Next minute I'm like, I'm 22. I should probably have a baby. No. It's like a constant battle in my mind. I'm like, they're just so friggin' cute. Don't worry, guys, I won't be having a baby anytime soon. Like, literally will not. But they're just so cute. Like, I think I want to treat it like a little doll and just dress it up and cute.
No, this is the time you need to be having a baby. This is the time you need to be finding. I mean, yeah, this is the time you need to be starting a family. But she's gonna wait till she's 32 to start taking dating serious.
Little outfits. That's what I want to do. I want it to just be like me little Barbie doll, but like me little Ken doll because I want a boy. Ah! Stop it! I actually need to get a grip. Let me get a grip. Hold on.
Far from me to tell people if they should have a kid or not, because that is kind of a big decision. But I'm still gonna say this. If the only reason you want to have kids is to play with them like you're playing with dolls, maybe get yourself a chihuahua instead.
What is the etiquette when it comes to the bill on a first date? Because I've just been on a Hinge date and I thought it went really well. I thought we both had a really nice time. And when the bill came, he said, what do you want to do here? So obviously I offered, I always do, but it's very rare if I felt like it was.
You always do. Why are you still on the dating market, man, if you're so fucking great? We already know you're gonna shit on this man for saying what do you want to do. Like, y'all know what I say about the 3-hour on the phone rule. I'm pretty sure this guy didn't put her through that test. Go out on a limb and say she's not worth dating. And this is what he gets for not doing the 3-hour on the phone rule before you meet her in person. Because most women these days aren't going to pass that test. And if he would have made her take that test, then he wouldn't be getting embarrassed on TikTok right now.
A good date that we'd go halves, and he let me pay half of it. So automatically, I've just assumed, well, he doesn't like me then, he's not interested. Am I right, or is that just what society has led me to believe?
What even is the point asking about what the etiquette is when you're bringing society into it? How did we all miss that question when we were kids? If someone jumps off a bridge, you're gonna jump too? The etiquette pretty much tells you that both of you need to agree if that was a good date or not. You feeling it was a good date doesn't mean all that much, does it? Did you texted him when you got home?
What are we rating her? I like her pretty blue eyes. She's definitely not bad looking. What are we rating her?
Say he had a good time and he would want to see you again. If the answer is no, you had a good date and the etiquette doesn't really matter.
I've been single for a little while now, so I decided to give love another shot and try and find a boyfriend. And what did I do? I downloaded Hinge because I don't go out enough to meet men that way.
She wouldn't have to resort to online dating. If her personality was just so great and she was amazing.
This is just some nigga talking shit. This is just some nigga talking shit. And everybody's caught up in all that shit.
Not enough to meet men that way. I was on there for 4 days.
Emotionally daunting and hurtful when I just keep hitting a wall, you know?
Metal in her face, yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Bull Ring Chronicles. Metal in her face, yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Bull Ring Chronicles. Metal in her face, yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Bull Ring Chronicles. Metal in her face, yeah, she's a disgrace. It's the Bull Ring Chronicles. I think this one is kind of cute, but the bull ring ruins it. No tits in a bull ring ruin it. But let's hear what she said. I didn't really pay attention.
Because I don't go out enough to meet men that way. I was on there for 4 days. 4 days before I was banned for impersonation. And I know it was you guys. Love you guys. I know it was you because you guys know me as Liz, but on there, I go by my legal name. And I'm not going to verify myself because it's Hinge. I don't want them to have my ID on file. But anywho, I'm taking that as a sign. A sign that the universe does not want me to have a boyfriend right now.
You're a fucking loser. You're literally a fucking loser.
And I should stop trying.
Well, you're banned, so what other option do you have? But was it me or the universe? If it was me, sure, but up, then maybe it's just you.
I don't care if we're friends, how close we are, whatever. If you're a man and you have a girlfriend and you like my thirst trap, that's weird. It's weird. Even if I'm like super close with her, maybe I'm even closer with her than you. It's just, why are you liking that? Like, follow me, yeah, we're friends, but like a normal post. I don't. It sends a message. It just sends a message to me and to the public if they see you like that you like what you saw.
So is this a subliminal message to your friend that her man was in your inbox? Is this a subtle brag? What is the point of this video, man?
The public if they see you like that you like what you saw. And
It also sends the message that we will never be friends because why in the world would I be friends with someone like you? And even more, why in the world would I have a girlfriend that is a friend of yours? If I was the type of man that would be friend with someone like you, then the message you got is the right message.
Do you see men being scared to ask for some coochie? Exactly. So why are you being scared to ask a man for some money?
Exactly. Stop pretending you're something you're not. Name the price for that coochie, and if we agree on that price, we'll spend the next hour together. This is it.
I mean, yeah, I'll ask for some coochie. You want some money, even exchange. But I mean, let me guess, you would get really offended if a man wanted to know how much for the hour. All right, I think I got another hour in me, y'all. I'm gonna have to give y'all another hour tomorrow morning. I'm tired as fuck. I thought I could do it. I can't hang. I'm gonna give you guys an extra hour tomorrow morning to make up for it, James. I think he put us over the top. I could be tripping for the third hour. So I'll do the third hour tomorrow morning. Well, it won't be the third hour. You get it. But I'm damn near falling asleep on the mic. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning.